Hi friends, so today we're going to be practicing what we learned yesterday, but we're going to put in rounding with it. So this one is called estimating, and the estimate part is where we are going to use our rounding. So estimating products, and remember product, if you ever hear that word, it means multiplication. So we're going to be estimating products. So we're going to be rounding multiplication problems. So we're going to take a problem. 5 times 2,213. Okay, so with this one, we are not going to multiply it all the way. We're going to estimate first. Now, we're going to estimate the bigger number. So we're going to round this one. So we're going to keep the 5 the same. The 5 comes down. So over here, I'm going to do my think. So I have 2,213. So I'm going to draw my line. Look next door. So if it's 5 or more, you raise the score. 4 or less, you let it rest. So the 2 is 4 or less, so we have to let it rest. So that means our new number is 2,000. So now from here, we can do what we learned yesterday. We box up the facts that we know. 5 times 2 is 10. And we bring down the rest of the zeros. So our estimate for 5 times 2,213 is 10,000. So now remember, this is not the exact answer. This is our estimate. Okay, so let's practice another one. So this time we are going to do 3 times 563. Okay, so first we're going to pick the bigger number. Here we go. And then we're going to bring it over here to, I'm going to put my thought bubble. I like to put my thought bubble. So 563. And we're always going to round to the first number. No matter how big the number is, it's always the first number. We want to change the rest to zeros. So we underline the first number. We look next door. We ask ourselves, 5 or more, raise the score. 4 or less, let it rest. So 6 is 5 or more. So that means 5 is going to be rounded to 600. So this is my thought. And so then I come over here to my problem. I have 3 times 600, because that's telling me that 563 is closer to 600, so I'm going to get a better estimate. I box up my basic fact. I know that's 18. I bring down my 2 zeros. So my estimate, an estimate is also kind of like a good guess. So we're not just doing some random numbers. We are doing numbers that are close to it, and we're using our rounding to make sure that we're getting a good guess. We're estimating here. So one more. So we're going to do 4 times 836. Okay, so, oops, I did it in opposite colors, didn't I? Box up the bigger number, come over here, write it, underline our first number, draw our arrow to our second number, 5 or more, raise the score, 3 or less, let it rest, and so that's a 3, so we've got to let it rest. So that means 836 is closest to 800. And then we bring it over here, bring it down, 4 times 800. We're going to box it up. 4 times 8 is 32. Have our 2 zeros. So our estimate is 3,200. Now, when you are looking at your directions, if it says estimate, If they want you to estimate, that means this is what they want you to do. They do not want you to solve it. If it says solve, that means you have to find the exact answer. So be very, very careful when you're reading the directions. If it asks you to estimate, all you have to do is this. If it asks you to solve, then you have to multiply it the regular way. So we're going to be practicing estimating products. We're not finding the answers. We're just finding estimates, good guesses, like what's close to it. And when you estimate, you want to be close to the number. So you want to be the close to it. We'll be practicing more of these today, and we're also going to put them into some story problems.